Hello, and welcome to this week's Facebook Live. I am going to share a card with you today using the Heartfelt Bundle, but I'm not going to use the paper or really any other products from the suite, just the bundle, and this card could be used outside of Valentine's Day. Before we get started, hopefully a couple people will be able to hop on and watch live. So while I'm waiting for it to show up in everybody's news feed and we have some people come join us, I thought I would go through a couple of different things that are going on with Stampin' Up! Right now. First of all, I have an ordering special to thank you for watching this video. So if you place an order of $60 or more in my online store now through Friday using this host code, I will send you a free package of glitter enamel dots. They come in 4 of our brights colors and they're really fun to add to your projects. So I will put a shopping link in the description of the video after I'm done making this card for you, and you can go shopping and get a little bonus for free. Plus you'll get a free celebration item with your purchase too, since you're spending over $50. The next thing I wanted to mention was our paper pumpkin kits. So I just got my January one the other day, and I wanted to point out that it coordinates with the bundle I'm using today. So this was January's kit. Fun little, they could be Valentine treat pouches, or they could just be any love themed occasion. They're really not Valentine's colors or classic ones anyways, but there's little 3x3 cards and little treat pouches, but they coordinate, the stamp set coordinates with the punches in the Heartfelt Bundle. This one can be punched out with one of the heart punches. So that's really fun. You cannot get this, well, I guess they have the refills I saw this morning. I don't know if they've sold out already. If you are a current subscriber, you can purchase the refills and get that kit. Otherwise, the time has passed for that one. But in February, the kit is going to coordinate with this Celebration stamp set, Happy Birthday to You, which is a really pretty stamp set. And this preview just looks like it's going to be a really pretty kit. So I will make sure to put a link to subscribe to that in the description as well. But you can also purchase prepaid subscriptions that could count towards your $60 order, or towards free celebration stuff too, and then you could pick that stamp set. So I wanted to point that out. Paper Pumpkin is our monthly subscription kit, and it's really fun because you get something in your mailbox that's not a bill or junk mail. And it includes everything you need to put the project together. So that is a lot of fun. And then the last thing I wanted to mention is my From My Heart class. And this is using a Heartfelt Bundle also. And you have about 1 more week to register for this class. But in the kit, you'll get supplies to make this little box. And then you will also get supplies and instructions to make these 4 note cards, which are kind of Valentine's colors, but not necessarily Valentine's cards. So you also will get some products that you'll use to make the cards, and then you'll have leftovers. So you could probably make more than just these 4 cards. You could extend your note cards and make some more. So I'll put a link for that in the description as well. If you are interested in some of those things, make sure you join my email list because I send reminders for all of my classes through email. I can put direct links to purchase things in email. So make sure you join my list if you're not already on it so that you get those things. Facebook doesn't always notify you of things I post on this page. So the email list is really the place you want to be if you don't want to miss out. Now, here is today's card. So we are going to use some Celebration products. This is paper from Celebration, and I guess that's the only one, but some other products from the Painted Poppies suite, which I've been using a whole lot, and I'll be featuring that starting next week, some of those products. But the sequins and the ribbon are from that suite. So this card, I thought, I love the color combination, and I love the black and white and gold, which you find in this paper. And then this bundle, I think, has a lot of uses outside of Valentine's Day. If we take a look at the stamp set, the sentiments, I mean, you have the Happy Valentine's Day, and this little poem, I mean, that's classic Valentine's Day right there. But some of these other sentiments could really be used on cards all year round, just to send a card to somebody you're thinking about. And that is what I thought of when I created this card. So we're going to start with a Whisper White card base, and let's see, I piled a bunch of stuff on top of all of my card supplies over here, if you could see. So let me dig them out. I'm using thick Whisper White for our card base. We have two different weights of white cardstock, and the thicker one is really good for card bases or if you're doing a box or 3D item because it's a little sturdier. Then I have a piece of the Golden Honey paper from Celebration, so you can get that for free with a $50 purchase. On some pieces it has gold foil. It coordinates with this honeybee suite in the mini catalog, but some of the patterns are just really nice neutrals, like this black and white stripe, and then I have a piece of gold foil. So we're going to start with that and attach it to the left hand side of our card. We'll see if I can line it up straight this time. When I was putting the other card together, I was having trouble. I think I'm just not, I don't know, I must be tired today. Nothing's lining up straight for me when I'm doing my stamping. So we'll see how this turns out. Snail is sticky, but not so sticky that you can't move things around a little bit if you are careful after you put them down. Okay, that looks pretty straight, better than my last attempt. We'll add some on there, and then it should line right up with the edge of the card. So the paper is 5.5 by 1 1/4, and the foil I cut 1/2 inch so that I can tuck it behind 1/2 inch by 5.5. Okay, next we're going to do some stamping. So I am going to pull out my foam mat. You want to put this underneath when you use photopolymer stamps so that you get a clear image. And I'm going to use my Pool Party ink and just that little heart from the stamp set. So what I did is I just stamped some hearts randomly, and I stamped 3 times before I inked it up again, just so you have different tones of that same color. And it just kind of went along this side. Okay, that's probably good. Close up that ink so I don't make a mess. And then next I have a scrap piece of Whisper White here, and we're going to use the Scalloped Heart and our Highland Heather ink. Now some of you may know our Purple Posy ink they had to discontinue because they just kept trying different formulas and they could not get it up to Stampin' Up's quality standards. So they had to discontinue it, but I'm going to show you a little trick. If you stamp the Highland Heather twice, this lighter color I think looks pretty close to Purple Posy. And I was going for a more subtle look, so I decided to stamp off the Highland Heather, and we're going to go with this lighter color. And then part of the Heartfelt Bundle is a scallop heart punch. It also comes with a straight edge one, so we can punch this heart out. We'll line it up like that. And then I'm going to stamp the Love You Lots with my black ink. Ink that up real good. Do it over here so I have enough room to punch my circle. And I'm going to use a 1.5 inch circle punch to punch that out. So I'll center it and pop it out. Okay, now we just have to layer everything together. So I'm going to use my snail on that circle and just put it right in the center of the heart. And then we'll use a few dimensionals. See if I can find where I set those. Of course, on the bottom of my little bin that I have everything in. There we go. So then we'll attach this to our card and kind of go in between all those hearts that I stamped. Okay, and then we have a couple finishing touches, the ribbon and the sequins. So the ribbon that we're using today is our Whisper White Crinkled Seam Binding ribbon, and this, as I mentioned, is part of the Peaceful Poppies suite. And if you take a look at that, either in the online store or in your catalog, I highly recommend just ordering the whole suite because there's a lot of great stuff in it. It's really huge. It includes 2 stamp set and die bundles, but really you don't really want one without the other because they're both great. One is a sentiment stamp set and one is the poppies, which are super pretty. I've been working with them a lot and I think that you will love them. So I'm going to start featuring those products next week. You can look forward to that. One of the best things about this ribbon though is that since it's white, you can color it or dye it. So put it on top of your grid paper or scrap paper first. And I am using my Dark Pool Party Stampin' Blends marker. And it looks like I have some adhesive on here, so be careful. But you can just use the marker, and I would use the brush end so that it goes a little bit faster. And you can color the ribbon. You can do this with any of our white ribbons. So we have that white polka dot ribbon. Those of you who come to my monthly card class, we've used that the last couple of months, and we've used it as white, but you can also color it just like this. I'm trying to think what other, we have a white burlap ribbon that you could color, white baker's twine. So any of the white ribbons you can do this with. It does not take very long to dry, and I leave just a little bit of white at the edge so I have something to grab onto when I'm coloring it. And I'm just going to leave this to dry for a minute while I put the sequins on, and then we will add that ribbon last. Excuse me. So these are Peaceful Poppy sequins. Some of them are flower shaped, which is really fun. I don't know if you can see some of those in there, the flowers. And of course the colors coordinate with the Peaceful Poppies, but if you just pull out one color like the black or the gold, really it can coordinate with a whole lot of different things. So I'll see if I can grab some of these gold ones out of here. If you have the Take Your Pick tool, and you remember to bring it with you when you do your live videos, that's a good thing to use. I'm just going to add a couple gold ones. I have found the Take Your Pick tool works really well for sequins, especially the tinier ones. And if you're having to use glue, then I definitely use the Take Your Pick tool so I don't have to get my fingers in the glue. Because those of you who know me know I really hate using glue. Mostly because it gets all over my fingers, but the Take Your Pick tool helps. Okay, add my sequins. And then we're going to tie a bow with this ribbon that we colored. And one thing that coloring this ribbon helps with is it's a little flimsy to tie, but when you color it, it stiffens up a little bit. So I don't know, that kind of makes it a little bit easier to tie, which is nice. So we'll trim the ends, and then I'm just going to attach that with a glue dot. Right there, like that. So there you go. Pretty simple, pretty fun. I really like that color combination. And this shows you the stamp set. This bundle is not just for Valentine's Day. It can be used any time of year. I hope you enjoyed this card today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to put your order in if you'd like to get that free package of glitter enamel dots from me. I'll put all the links in the description after I'm done with the video. And I hope you'll watch again next week. Happy stamping. Bye.